very, very warm welcome to That is the Next Level Experience Esports Formula 1 in Uganda, the first of its kind. And we have a lot of action that is coming your way. We have B-Wall in the house, we have Joel Kamadi, we have Kadugala from Black Oaks, you have Eric, who has gotten a new replacement today, so expect lots of fire. Gerald, I don't know how you are setting up today, but it seems everyone is gunning for you. Samuel King is also here, and action is just about to get underway. We are in Zandvoort, that is the Netherlands Grand Prix today. I'll be Moses Echodo for your commentary today. And it's lights out away we go in Netherlands. And Gerald Hamilton is getting that perfect start for himself. And you can ultimately believe that he's going to give it everything. Kadugala is hunting down, starting in 6th. Joel Kamadi in a perfect place. To be able to overtake, do some brilliant overtakes. And the race leader is into the barriers. And he comes out. That is a very unsafe return. Oh my goodness. A very poor start from the race leader and the championship leader for you. Gerald, you can only imagine what he's feeling. But the hunt is on now. We have 36 laps to go for. So you definitely believe that he's going to give it everything. Kadugala is in a little bit of a clutter that he may not want to be in. And Gerald hunting. Samuel King not leaving any room for overtake. Oh! That's a collision by Gerald. He's definitely going to have to be getting some penalty in there. B-Wall is in 6th position. Joel Kamadi, Joel race leader, absolutely enjoying this. Samuel King in 2nd, driving for moving ads. Then you have Kadugala, who is driving for the Black Oaks, finds himself in 9th. B-Wall is into the gravel, but he comes back safely. The Your race leader is absolutely enjoying himself out there. He may be wearing hot stuff, but his calm as collected as you'd want him to be. B-Wall not enjoying his race. Joel Kamadi into the gravel as well. Every driver is having a hard time with the Dutch Grand Prix. Everyone has been enjoying the Belgian Grand Prix, the Singapore Grand Prix, but Zandvoort seems to be a little bit difficult. Well, Kimi Räikkönen is definitely enjoying himself because he's had quite the calm race. He's in 10th, but very calm race for himself. And he's going to have to keep it that way. That's a very delicious corner from him. Gerald Hamilton hunting Samuel King. 5 seconds separate the two. Joel Kamadi, your race leader, is now in 5th. B-Wall in 9th. We are on board with the race leader, Samuel King. Is absolutely enjoying it. No man's land, all to himself. He's got to keep that straight line. He's got to be calm. He's got to be patient and very gentle with that steering wheel. These gentlemen are giving it everything. Samuel King has got to keep it cool and collected because Gerald is hunting him down. And yet again, Kadugala is into the barriers. Not the race he wanted. Absolutely not the race he wanted. And Kim is into 8th position. Zandvoort is ultimately the track that has tested every driver this season, because every other track they have been finding ways to maneuver them to get by, but right about now everyone is struggling with this track. Even even the championship leader Gerald Hamilton has struggled with it. Narrow corners, tight corners. Could we see an overtake? Very beautiful overtake by Räikkönen in there. Gets into 7th. He's hunting down, and he could be on board to overtake. But Gerald Hamilton, the championship leader, is just 2.8 seconds behind Samuel King, and we're just 5 seconds in to the race. So you can imagine another overtake by Räikkönen. That is delicious from the Nigeria Gardens F1 team driver. And oh my goodness, that is a lifeline for Samuel King, because Gerald Hamilton seems to be finding a perfect relationship with the gravel this time round in Zandvoort. If there ever was a toxic relationship, this is a beautiful relationship. And meanwhile is into the gravel. We are really going to have a long race today, because everyone wants to be the lover of the gravel. Gerald, now 5 seconds behind, is hunting down the race leader Samuel King, who is ice cold focused in Zandvoort. He's had a couple of lapses in the previous races, but he is relishing this track today. Räikkönen, could this be another overtake? Beautiful. Goes wide and gets the outside, and what a beautiful overtake from Räikkönen. The Gardens F1 driver is absolutely enjoying it. Gerald Hamilton has the most beautiful relationship with the gravel. He just loves it today, doesn't he? Oh, Räikkönen, a perfect race for him, and then he gets into the barrier, but he gets, oh no, a heavy spin for him. Means all the overtakes he had made have gone to waste. It's time about to start afresh yet again. Kadugala gets a lifeline. Samuel King absolutely flying up there. If there ever was a hard track for most of the drivers, it's Zandvoort, but it's a track that Samuel King is enjoying, and the moving ads community will be happy with the way he's driven so far. Oh, that's beautiful. The Nigeria Gardens F1 team drivers are going at each other in a very tricky corner. Have to be cautious, absolutely cautious, that they don't take each other out. A flying lap by Gerald sees him come within 3.7 seconds of Samuel King, the race leader. board with Samuel, with Dual. On board with Kadugala, beautiful overtake from the Black Ox committee driver right there. Can Raikkonen get the overlap? Can he get the overtake? Yes, he does. Beautifully done. We are on board with Raikkonen, the Gardens F1 driver. He's into 6th. And just about 2 seconds shy of the leadership. We are separated by 2.8 seconds. Gerald is hunting Samuel King. And Samuel King will be hoping that Gerald will visit his girlfriend, the gravel, yet again, to give him a bit of a lifeline. He needs to push harder. He needs to drive like he means to. What has happened to Kadugala? Into the gravel, and again, not his race. Not the race he wanted. Absolutely not. But Gerald Hamilton showing why he is the championship leader. Oh, Samuel King went into the gravel, and that is all that Gerald needed to take over. And now he leads the race yet again. He is your championship leader, is your race leader. Raikkonen in 5th, a result that Eric will be happy with wherever he is today. Can Samuel King close in that gap? Can he close in on his race, on the race leader? And he's being overtaken by Joel Kamadi. Yes, he's been overtaken. Can he get back into it? They collide, but just not enough for them to go off track. And Joel Kamadi runs away. He's into 2nd. And now the hunt is on for Gerald Hamilton. Raikkonen finds himself in 4th. He needs to close the gap that separates him and Samuel King, which is 27 seconds. He's able to do that, and he's definitely going to be on in on this race. On board with Joel Kamadi. And now Samuel King. Can he find Joel Kamadi? Can the moving ads driver find him? We're on board with Kadugala, who is hunting down Raikkonen, and 2.7 seconds separate the two. But there is your race leader, Gerald Hamilton, absolutely flying away from everyone. 4 seconds separate him and Joel Kamadi. Does Joel have enough power? Does he have the car to push and get to the Williams car? By the look of things, he does, because now what separates the two drivers is 1.6 seconds, 0.9 seconds. Anytime now, we could see an overtake. It's on, they touch just a little bit, and Joel has gone Gerald into the barriers. Samuel King finds himself in 2nd yet again. What a race we are having. Quite the race we wanted, and quite the race we are being served by these drivers. No one is leaving anything to chance. Can Gerald hand down Samuel King? By the look of things, he can. He's pouncing and prancing and getting ever so closer, ever so closer. Any moment now, we could be seeing another. Oh, there's a collision! And Joel Kamadi and Samuel King have collided, and that means that Gerald Hamilton takes back the leadership of Zavod. What a race we are having. What a race we are having. It is now all for Joel Kamadi to hunt down Gerald Hamilton again. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have been on the edge of your seat, you may want to grab the floor because the action seems to be coming from everywhere. And there we go. Joel Kamadi overtakes Gerald Hamilton to go into the leadership of this race. But Hamilton is not giving up. It is all about the patience. It's all about the calculated risks. And for the viewers, they want to see more of the collisions and more of the drama. Who is going to blink? Will it be Joel Kamadi? Will it be Gerald Hamilton? He seems to be going for the overtake, and he does make the overtake. These two are giving us the kind of race that we want to have. Joel Kamadi coming at him yet again, and he overtakes. Ladies and gentlemen, I may need some water at this point, because what a race we are having. The race leaders are leaving nothing to chance. But now we go to where third and fourth position, where Raikkonen and Samuel King are having a go at each other as well. We are into the corner. It's quickie bump time for Samuel King because Raikkonen is not giving him breathing space. But now he gets some bit of breathing space because 1.2 seconds separate the two. Gerald Hamilton is into pole because Joel Kamadi has pitted and Raikkonen has entered the pits as well. Everyone seems to be entering the pits. Samuel King is in the pits. Kadugala is in the pits. Everyone has pitted. Joel Kamadi has pitted past. Could he have gotten the perfect undercut? He's come out and is right behind Gerald Hamilton with 16 seconds behind the race leader. That means one thing and one thing only. They have to attack. But any point from now, we are going to see Gerald as well pitting, and with the 17.2 he has, he could come out in third position if the pit is swift and clean. Raikkonen hunting down Samuel King. Here we go. 0.3 seconds. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Any moment now, we are going to see an overtake. We will keep with these two because that is where the race is. Samuel King and Raikkonen are having a go at it. Look at that. Every corner matters. Every swift turn matters. The Gardens F1 driver is hunting and hunting. Could he have his overtake? Just not yet. Because he protects that inside line, forcing Raikkonen to go out, and he protects his lead. A beautiful drive by Samuel King in there. We're just 14 laps out, ladies and gentlemen. We still have a couple of 12 laps to go. This is the race we signed up for. This is the race everyone wants to have. And Raikkonen goes into the gravel as well. Everyone loves the gravel today. Gerald is into the pits. Your race leader is in the pits. Can Joel Kamadi come out and take the leadership of this race? Is it enough for him? That's a little bit of a long pit for the McLaren F1 driver. But let's see where it comes out for him. Joel Kamadi and Gerald has been overtaken just by a small distance. My goodness me. What a race we are having, ladies and gentlemen. What a race. I need milk at this point. But Gerald is not giving up. Joel Kamadi is all over that track, and that is why he's been overtaken. He was rotating around all over the track, and that gave Gerald just enough ammunition to overtake him. But Joel Kamadi is hunting him down. Could he have the power? And yes, he overtakes. My word. I might leave this place with a headache today. What a race. What a moment. Joel Kamadi needs to skip that straight line and he needs to just push that car. But Gerald is right behind him, breathing down his neck, and that could be. And Gerald is into the barriers. Can he come back on? Not the kind of return he wanted, and he's been overtaken by B-Wall, who is now into second. A very unfamiliar territory for the Guardians F1 driver, but he will take it any day. B-Wall is yet to pit. What a race we are having, ladies and gentlemen. What a race. Joel Kamadi enjoying a 9.4 seconds lead on Gerald Hamilton and B-Wall, and he will be happy with it. But he needs to push more, he needs to be calm, and he needs to ensure that he creates a considerable distance between him and Gerald. 16 laps of this race done. 20 laps to go. Remaining with, and B1 is into the pits. He's coming out. Let's see where he will come out. He's come out in 6th, the kind of position he wants to find himself in. But now he's got to close in on his teammate. We're now on board with Samuel King and Raikkonen. These two are giving us a race. It's pound for pound. Oh no! And Raikkonen went into the barriers and kissed the gravel. Well, everyone is kissing the gravel today, so. But Raikkonen maintains his position because he got quite a considerable amount of time between him and the rest of the pack. But B-Wall finds himself in 5th. Now, separating him and Samuel King is 11 seconds. B-Wall has to push and push because he needs to finish within the top 4 positions for the Guardians F1 team to be able to get the Constructors' Championship. Joel Kamadi on board with the race leader. Joel Kamadi finding himself in the kind of race he wants to have, but he needs to be cautious. The difference between him and Gerald is now 6 seconds. He needs to push more and more and more. Gerald is taking the leadership because Joel, as like everyone else, has an infinite beautiful relationship with the gravel. B-Wall is into the gravel as well. What is happening in Zambo today? And Recon, it spins again. My goodness. Kadugala and Joel going at each other. We are on board with the two drivers now. Joel Kamadi and Kadugala. Who will come out of this alive? Who will come out of this a survivor? Because Joel Kamadi is being attacked by Kadugala, and Kadugala has overtaken Joel Kamadi, who was hit slightly by Kadugala. So he needs to. Oh, what a race, ladies and gentlemen! What a race! Not the kind of race the drivers will be happy with. Kind of race the viewers will be happy with. Lots and lots of collisions. Kadugala edging ever so closer to Gerald, his nemesis. They love to race against each other. They love to attack each other. They love to go at each other. And now we are separated by just 1 second. Does Gerald have what it takes to keep Kadugala away? Does he have it? Any moment now, and it's hammer time. Kadugala is into the leadership of this race. With 15 laps to go, he finds himself in a position he definitely wants to be in. Now, Gerald has got to hunt and make sure that he gets his man while protecting his back from Samuel King, who is also coming closer. Kadugala has got to push, and he's gone into the barriers. Everyone today who takes the leadership has in one way or another found a beautiful relationship with the and Samuel King is into the gravel as well. What is happening in Zandvoort? What is happening in Zandvoort? If there's anyone who is happy about what's happening with everyone kissing the gravel and the barriers, it has got to be B-Wall, because he's been gentle on the track and he's maintained his pace, and now he's into fourth. Joel Kamadi hunting down Kadugala on the hunt yet again. What a race we are having. 22 laps done. And Joel Kamadi finds the barriers again. If there ever was a race that some drivers will want to forget, it has got to be Zandvoort. For some of these drivers, they may not need to go to the gym, because the fight they have had with the gravel today is ultimately enough. Kadugala being hunted by Gerald, and he has turns and corners to maneuver, which means he doesn't have the straight line pace that he wants to have yet. So it's all to do now. It's all to do now for him. But Gerald loves their hand. You cannot tell who is going to win this race, but be free. Predict on our Twitter pages and Next Level Experience. Predict and tell us who you think is going to win this race, because the winner might actually get 10,000 of airtime. And Bewall has found himself in the group as well. Gerald edging ever so closer. 5 seconds separates him, and he's gotten the fastest lap. Does he have the pace to take over from Kadugala? Just not yet. But they are just close. 0.3 seconds. Gerald, so focused, so attentive. Here we go. Any moment now. And here comes Gerald Hamilton. Does he have it? Oh, and he's spun! He's kissed the barriers. And now, it's all to do yet again. What has happened? He's not gotten the kind of return he wanted. And that means that he's brought closer Joel Kamadi, who is now 1.6 seconds away from him. And we could see more drama. What a race we are having here today, ladies and gentlemen. What a race indeed. And Kadugala will be very happy with that, because guess what? He's 14 seconds away from the next person. Raikkonen in 6th, Gerald in 2nd. He has a whole 14 seconds to hand down. And there is, oh no! Joel Kamadi. Samuel and Joel Kamadi with the collision. If you're out there, there could be 10,000 shillings of airtime to win today, because we do not know who is going to win this race at this point. It could be Raikkonen, it could be Bewall, it could be Joel Kamadi, it could be Gerald Hamilton or Kadugala, despite the 14-second gap he has on everyone else. What a race. We have 11 laps to go and no one is biting yet. Bewall is edging ever so closely to Joel Kamadi. Samuel King edging ever so closely to Gerald Hamilton. The focus, the tension. This is what we want to have. This is the kind of race we love to watch. But not the kind of race the drivers want to be involved in, definitely. What a race. Kadugala is flying in no man's land. Absolutely flying. Raikkonen has to be patient. On board with Gerald Hamilton, who is hunting down Kadugala. With just over 9 laps to go, this is the race. Samuel King driving alone in there. Gerald Hamilton trying to close in on that gap, but just may not be enough. A second pit would mean the first person to pit could actually come out and win this race by all means. So you have got to predict, you have got to make your predictions now and tell us just who is. And now we are on board with Raikkonen, because he's hunting down his teammate B Wall, who is in 4th and is separated by 4 seconds. Just gently, Kadugala is caressing that steering wheel gently, and it's given Gerald Hamilton a lot of work to do, a lot of things to think about. But you know what? That is where Kadugala wants, that is where he wants to be. That's the race he wants to have. Eight laps to go. 8 laps to go. This could be anyone's race. This could be anyone's race. But where is Joel Kamadi? Into 6th is where he finds himself. And someone has been cautioned that what a race, ladies and gentlemen. Kadugala on board with the race leader. He's enjoying this race. He's having a flyer. 12 seconds separate him and Gerald Hamilton. But he's enjoying this race. He's having the race of the season so far. This is where he has always wanted to be. This is the kind of race he's always wanted to have. He's often spoken about how the system is against him, but today it's all about him. It's all about what he does next. 7 laps to go, and Gerald just had a slight moment there where he almost went off the track. My word, ladies and gentlemen, this is such a race. Raikkonen, the corners are coming faster. The drivers, some are blinking, some are not blinking, but that is the race we wanted to have anyways. This is the race. Raikkonen hunting down his teammate B-Wall. But it's Gerald Hamilton flying out there, trying to close the gap between him and Kadugala. Still 12.9 seconds. 6 laps to go. 6 laps to go. And Kadugala will hope that nothing comes between him and this race, because he needs this win more than anything. The Black Ox community needs him to win this race more than anything. He's come second several times. He's come third several times. He has had a DNF in some occasions, but this is a race where it all looks like he could be having the race of the season, and it looks like he could be taking it home. What a flying race Kadugala is having. Needs to continue pushing and creating that distance between him and Gerald. Beautiful turn by Gerald Hamilton right there. Absolutely beautiful. Maneuver that corner that has been a problem for him beautifully. And now he can sense it, he can start smelling the opportunity, but it's still a long, long way to go with 5 laps to go. Everyone pitted for hard tires, and that only means one thing: everyone will not be entering the pits yet again. Brilliant decisions by these drivers. If I'm Biwol or Joel Kamadi, this is the time to pit and go for the fastest lap. A race like no other. And we are 4 laps away from finding out who gets to win this race, because now Gerald has closed the gap to 11.8 seconds now. We could have a very cagey end to this race. We could have a very, very cagey end to this race. Oh no! Raikkonen into the barriers. Not what he had expected to have. And he spins yet again. Dear me. And he's failing to get back on track. Gerald Hamilton hunting, 3 laps to go, 11.7 seconds to go. Who will be leading this race? Who will be winning this race in Zandvoort? And Gerald has cut the leadership to 10 seconds. The race that was for Kadugala seems to be opening up. What a race we might have. Gerald has given it everything. Joel Kamadi is back into 5th. Biwol is into 3rd. And he's also giving it everything. The difference between him and Samuel King is a whole pit stop. He could pit and come out still in 3rd. And Biwol is now cutting down on the difference between him and Gerald Hamilton. With just 2 laps to go, Kadugala leads this race with 10.6 seconds. On board with your race leader, Kadugala. Flying away he is. And Biwol spins. He spins yet again. Oh no! That has brought Samuel King back into it. This is not what Biwol wished to been dealing with 2 laps to go. It means he has to hunt even more now, despite being separated by 2 seconds. Samuel King has to be patient. And very, very, very patient. Kadugala absolutely enjoying it out there. 9.9 seconds separate the 2 drivers. 1 lap to go. Anything can happen in Zandvoort. Anyone could take this race, but as it stands, it's Kadugala's race to take home. And what a race we are having, ladies and gentlemen. What a race. Samuel Gerald Hamilton going for the overlap. And he just about gets it. Oh. Gerald and Raikkonen are having a bit of a greeting. Oh, almost spun away. Can Bewell get his man? Yes, he has. He's back into 3rd. He's back into the podium places. We are on the final lap. Can we get on board with the race leader? We are on board with the race leader now. And he wins the race. Kadugala gets his first win of the season for the Black Oaks community. He takes it in Zandvoort. And what that means for him, you can see what it means for the driver. He's absolutely enjoyed it. Gerald comes home to 2nd. Oh my goodness, what a race. Can Bewell come home to 3rd? Can he get it? Can Bewell get his first podium of the season? Here we go. Can he get it? And yes, he does. He gets his first podium of the season. Samuel King comes home to 4th. And Joel will come home to 5th. But what a race we have had. What a race we have had in Zandvoort. This is what it means for the drivers. You can hear all the joy and all the fun. Everyone has enjoyed that. The drivers may not have enjoyed it, but the viewers have ultimately enjoyed it. A first podium for Bewell, a first race win for Kadugala. His 2nd actually for Kadugala in this championship, meaning he's closing down the gap at the championship leaderboard. What a race we have had. What a race we have had in Zandvoort. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back. We will be back. What a race we have had. What races we have had, really. And we are here with Gerald Hamilton, who has found himself in no man's land, in unfamiliar territories, and he's finished 2nd twice. He's usually very happy finishing 1st or 2nd, but this time round, there was no win for him. Gerald, what's it been like being in 2nd position twice?
Well, so I know how it feels to be a loser. It's simple things. The thing is, I don't mind about that because it's just a minor setback for major comeback. Good thing we should just focus on who's leading the table. Everyone can shut up.
Interesting. Do you think that this is going to affect your championship leadership?
No chance in hell. No, it's not going to ever happen. I know. Okay, people might think it will affect me because these other racers are getting like some small village excitement because they have won the race, but let them wait for the next race day. So. Right.
That is your championship leader, Gerald Hamilton, very cocky as always, and saying that he's going to come back into this when everything settles. Thank you so much, Gerald, and best of luck in the next race.
Yeah, thank you.
Kadugala, won in Zandvoort, and an absolutely forgettable race you had in Canada. First, take us through what happened in Zandvoort, and then tell us what went wrong in Canada.
Generally, I had two bad races today. Zandvoort started badly, qualify was bad. Started from the back of the grid, fought our way up, kept spinning, kept being hit, but we eventually made it. Capitalized on a couple of mistakes from the leaders, and yeah, we took the win. We went into the next race with a chip on our shoulders, obviously. Yeah, but what happened in Canada was, well, I was on pole at the beginning of the race. The race was going good. We had a good battle with Gerald, but usually that ends up with me in the barriers. I've been talking to the powers that be. Something needs to be done about that, because it's recurrent and it's cost me a lot of races, a lot of points. Most likely today, it took me out from the lead and I couldn't recover. Yeah, all we could get was fifth.
Right, but do you see yourself getting back into this championship? Because as things stand, looks like Gerald is running away with the championship.
Realistically, no, but come on, he's not going to have it easy. Come on, he knows that. We can still fight for the remaining races and probably prepare better for next season. Ready?
Right. We will be sure to keep asking the powers that be about that the incidences that have happened in the races, and we'll see what will be done. But otherwise, congratulations in Zandvoort and very hard luck in Canada. Right. We are here with B-Wall, a man who found himself in podium positions, but one was snatched away from him because of a 3-point penalty, a 3 seconds penalty that was given to him in Canada. But B-Wall, Zandvoort, quite a tricky track, quite a tricky race, but somehow you managed to get yourself in podium position.
Yeah, if you keep a calm head and you navigate the corners well, you will find yourself on the podium. I will add though that as much as I enjoyed the race, I think I could have done a lot better. Podium was good, brilliant. First podium for myself, so that's huge. I want to thank the team back at the factory and everyone for giving me a good machine. And it can only get better.
Of course, B-Wall, has spoken about having a calm head, and you could see it in Zandvoort, but ultimately you could see it in Canada until that final lap. Take us through about that final lap between you and Samuel King.
Look, it's never good seeing anybody in your driving mirrors. And Samuel King is a bit of a beast. He attacked, and I had 2 or 3 mistakes that kind of gave away my race. Otherwise,
you had a Charlie Clark moment.
Yeah, you could say that. No disrespect to Charles, but I think the pressure eventually, I caved in. As much as I had driven a very, very stellar race, I should have gotten that podium again. But Samuel King snatched it away after that penalty. But I did enjoy the race. I did enjoy it. And the people who came 5th and 6th were distant. So yeah, pretty cool race.
How do you see the championship going so far? I mean, you have been with this championship from the very beginning up to now, and I'm sure that you're going to be here till the final races. Where do you see it going?
I'm just happy that when the championship had started, the gap between the top and the bottom was very large, but now it's kind of condensed, and the midfield is very packed. Those of us who had been at the back are now in the midfield, and it's exciting. It should make up for a very nice ultimate ending to the season. So I'm very, very excited. Looking forward to more, compact races, and it's going to be fun. It's absolutely going to be fun.
Right, that is B-Wall for you, a man who managed to finish in 3rd position in Zandvoort, but could not finish 3rd in Canada because of a 3 seconds penalty. B-Wall, we wish you the best in the next race and see you soon.
Thank you.
Well, we are here on board with Joel Kamadi. He hasn't been happy today. So many things went wrong. So many things could have gone right, but at the end of the day, so many things went wrong. Joel, I don't know. Just take us through this, because I don't even know what to ask you.
I don't even know what to answer, because courtesy of Samuel King, I lost 1st position, finished 5th in Netherlands. It took me out while I was in the lead twice, and as you know, in this circuit, it's very hard to regain that I lost place, regain composure again, because guys have already gone. Guys have left. So I was just driving in my own race. I mean, I was in my own race and I wasn't even targeting anything because my morale was done. Same thing happened in the second race.
Canada.
One of the AI guys in Canada knocked me on the first corner. I spun twice. By the time I corrected the car, everybody was gone. So I just finished.
Is this a moment where we will say we remove the AI from everything?
No, I think you can keep them because I mean it's just not me who's racing against them. So I mean, I can complain today. Maybe it didn't work to my liking today. Maybe it will work to my liking next time. But for this season, it's a write-off. We concentrate on the next season.
Right. Remember, the next season starts next year in March, so you'll be ready for that.
I'll be ready for that one. I'll be ready for that one.
Fantastic. That's Joel Kamadi for you. He's not been happy with the results he's had so far, but he's looking forward to the next season. We are here with Samuel King, a man who almost had his race in Netherlands. Then a collision between him and Joel Kamadi meant he was finishing outside the top 3 and top 4 eventually. And then the same scenarios again happened in Canada. Samuel King, what happened?
The race didn't go as planned, but then there were changes. The necessary adjustments were made. If you noticed, I was able to fight back a bit more aggressively. So going forward, only improvements and only going upwards and forward from now.
All right. Take us through the battle between you and B-Wall for third. That's in Canada. I mean, you had the man, you pushed the man, and you pushed him to making a mistake. What was that like?
It was mind games. My race director just told me keep calm. He already has seconds on you, so just keep it clean and let his mind play him. So
right.
That was the strategy.
All right. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the team at Moving Ads will be very happy with the kind of performance you've had today.
Yeah, definitely. Compared to the previous races, it's now upwards from here.
All right. Do you think that there's been much improvement from the time we started the championship to now where we are?
Yes. I think in terms of our racing IQ, people are getting much more safe. Before there was a lot of unsafe re-entries and whatnot, but people are now staying calm and having clean races overall.
Right. That is Samuel King for you, the Moving Ads driver, taking us through what happened in Zandvoort, but importantly, how he managed to get into podium position in Canada. Congratulations on your first podium. Yes, that's your first podium.
Yes.
Congratulations on your first podium, and looking forward to seeing what you'll do in the next races. Yeah. Yeah. Congratulations, JP. Yeah. You've come into this championship. You're representing Eric. First race didn't go according to plan. Second race, you collected yourself and you promised to bring the championship home, and you won the Canadian Grand Prix. Take us through, first of all, what happened in Zandvoort?
See, in Zandvoort, it was a simple issue of a sore loser, one Mr. G. Hamilton, who knocked me out at the first corner, so that disorganized the whole race. Yeah. However, me, I'm a racing driver. We're not designed to come in second or third. Designed to come in first, because if you come in second, then you're the first amongst those who lose. So I told everyone before the second race, I gotta come in first, and that's what I did.
I mean, quite a race you had in Canada. You pitted first before everyone else, and that set the tone for the rest of the race.
Exactly. I'm a leader, not a follower. Yeah. So I led into the pits. Everyone followed after, but my outlap just set me apart from everyone else. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Should we be expecting to see you soon again?
Oh, definitely. My first experience here, and it's very good. I really love it, so I'm going to be a regular now.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about seeing me go out on the first corner again. I'll just be leaving dust for everyone.
Fantastic. I'm sure the team from Gardens F1 will be very happy with the results you've taken home, together with your co-driver, B1.
Yeah. Team Gardens F1, we got this, all right?
All right. The Constructor Championship may be heading to Gardens, and congratulations to you and the team. And thank you so much to everyone who has been watching these races, and we will be seeing you again in 2 weeks' time.